The solution was thought of as almost a collaboration between me and the draftsman, and we thought out of that, and the simple idea came from, like we said, can we not create our own Google map system for a mine? And that's where we thought about the system. The solution was prompted to make the guys productive more and the turnaround time, for instance, for maintenance. So that a technician that went out to got a call or a work order to go and do maintenance, he can directly go to the conveyor belt because he's got like 256 conveyor belts to choose from. Now he exactly knows to which one he must go. If you get a works order, say he must go and fix a certain conveyor belt.
So the first map is the Grootegeluk infrastructure map that shows you all the infrastructure on the mine, and then you can navigate to any part of the map, any building, any conveyor belt, any conference room if you need to go to a conference room. The second map will be the blast blocks maps. We call it the blast block map, that shows you with all the shovels and the drills, and it shows you the block statuses from each block where they are busy mining. Then the third map will be the floor stock map that shows you how did they mine, did they overmine, undermine, and will be able to give you the volume, how much they undermine and how much they overmine. Then the last map is the drill versus design. So you get the design and the drill plan on it. It shows you also the faults on the map, and then we can actually see where they misaligned drilling and where they did the correct drilling.
Currently, the information is almost like on a request basis from whoever the end user is. So I can use an example like the conveyor belts again. The engineers actually requested for us, but can we not help the technicians to get to their working place much quicker and much easier in this network of conveyor belts? And that's so all this maps has been developed from a request from the production people or a mining people or engineers or somebody that saws the need for this type of maps.
You see there's 4 maps. So the reason for the 4 maps is not to give too much information in one map, because then you will get lost. So we decided for a searching engine, we'll use the buildings, conveyor belts, and that map to navigate people where they are on the mine. The second map we use the drills and the shovels to show where the shovels is, where they're busy mining, and the map for the floor stock is mostly for the geologists, where they want to see how did the people mine. And then the last map for the drill and blast is for the blasting engineer, and to see how did they drill, how did they blast, and then we can decide going forward. So it's actually the request of the end user, what they want to see on the map. And as the end user comes to us, we're creating maps for their preferences. As stuff happens, it has been automatically maintained by the SQL database. So as like for instance the blast logic, as the departments upgrade their the blocks, it's been sent to a SQL database, and that database we read from, and it updates the map automatically.
We decided what we call data lake. So we got almost like a central server where all the different entities info is published, or it goes to that central data, and we're actually just tapping it off from that central database for that matter. So we're not creating info, we're using the info that's available from the systems, and we just publish it and make it visible for the people.
And then add on to that is it depends on the user, how regularly he needs the data to be updated. So the shovels, for instance, is like an instant update, and the blast blocks will be like every 15 to half an hour update. So it depends on how regularly does the stuff move around, and according to that we set a time frame for update.
And it's like the physical, the image is get updated twice a week. So it really depends on how your current system is working. If you update your frequency of updating your plans is twice a week, then the plan will get updated twice a week, whatever the image is for that matter. But currently we work on project, almost like every shift have that plan updated and ready. Okay, obviously, the role of the mindset in this whole process is to ascertain the accuracies of the plans and updating the plans for that matter. That's basically our role, to make sure that the latest available info, relevant info is available on the map.
We're also busy with a project. We want to put scanners in a pit, and it's going to scan the pit continuously, and then we will be actually updating our pit as the pit evolves, we will update it immediately.
Start small. Start with something simple as one item at a time. Start with, like we did with a conveyor belt for that matter, with the offices, something small until you see like what you want, and then it will revolve from that automatically into the next phases.
Yeah, exactly. Start small.